Hi, we are Lauren and Michael Hamilton with Home Sweet Maine, and we're going to take you on a journey around southern Maine doing fun things with awesome people. This is our town.
This month we are following my friend Craig Mathieson, a really good friend of mine, and he is showing us some of his favorite things to do in the Portland area in February.
Craig introduced us to the cutest little shop in Deering Center. It's called Darby Jones, and if you haven't been here, you should definitely check it out. It's full of non-essential items, so it's not a store you would go to necessarily, once a week like for groceries, but definitely if you're looking for a gift or a trinket, something unique, it's super cool. They had all kinds of stuff from scarves to chocolates and socks with dogs on them, European chocolates. Did I say chocolate? I like chocolate. So I would definitely recommend checking it out. So we're in Darby Jones, and tell me about this store. How'd you find it, and why do you like it?
Yeah, so, we're a big fan of Deering Village. So this whole strip outside the window here has a range of local restaurants, local cafes, local shops, and then Laura here sprung up this store with Darby Jones and had signs on the windows that were saying coming soon. She built up the hype, and sure enough, once she opened, we came in and we just fell in love with it. Yeah.
I see a lot of things that say made in Scotland or chocolate that's from Europe, and all kinds of really cool, even local made jewelry. It's really a cute shop.
Yeah, for sure. And word of mouth spreads fast. So we told one friend who then told another friend, and then before you know it, we've got a group of people we know that keep coming back here.
Oh, good. Well, now we're in.
Now you guys are in that group.
Thanks for telling us about it.
Of course. So maybe you can help keep Laura in business. I don't think she's going anywhere anytime soon.
No, I don't think so. For our scavenger hunt, Craig took us to one of his favorite places, which is in the Portland Trail system called Jewel Falls. It was beautiful. I really wasn't expecting such a big waterfall. The trail system was a little icy, but so beautiful. There were so many things to see, and I just stood looking at that waterfall. And Craig told us that it is the only natural waterfall in all of Portland, so I would definitely check it out. It was beautiful. We'll go back.
And in showing houses around Portland, I always see the entrances to this trail, but I've never actually spent time in there, and I definitely want to come back, check it out with you, spend some time there.
Yeah, it was a good experience.
So this is part of the Four River Sanctuary Network, right?
Yeah.
And then this flow of water right now connects with the Four River and then flows out into the estuary there where it eventually connects to the ocean. You know where Thompson's Point is?
Yeah.
Children's Museum and Theatre and
Yeah.
the airport and everything. So that river, that big body of water there that connects to the ocean, that's ultimately where this flows into.
I had no idea this was here.
Isn't it cool? Great surprise. Right in the city. On any day you can just step out and enjoy nature like this in the city of Portland.
So I had asked Craig what was kind of a little crafty thing that we could do together or an activity, and he said scavenger hunt. And in my head, I was picturing like an intricate, planned out scavenger hunt, which is always like a lot of work, which we love to do, but sometimes you don't have the wherewithal to put it all together. And he's like, no, we're just gonna take a list. And so we went to the trailhead, and his daughter had made the cutest little list, and we went through, and he totally changed my perspective on a scavenger hunt. He's like, when we're going somewhere, we just go and look for a list of stuff that might exist there, and then we print it out, and the kids look for that stuff. It keeps them engaged. We can have a conversation while we're there. We do them at night, we do them during the day. We had a lot of fun doing it with them, and we totally are gonna do them ourselves now.
Really blossomed from when the pandemic first hit and schools closed down.
Yep.
So the kids did this virtual scavenger hunt in their houses.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was great, And then of course we took it from there and evolved it to, let's do this around the neighborhood. Let's do this around the trails that are all around the house. Let's do this at nighttime and we can figure out constellations.
And do you make them up more often? Do you like look up lists or?
Exactly, we look up lists. So, just a quick online search, You know, do you want like a forest scavenger hunt? Do you want a nighttime scavenger hunt? So there's a range of different themes that you can find. Yeah, it's great, and you just print them off. And then today, Addie decided to do her own one. So this is the first time that she's done her own.
Love it.
Yeah, you know, it really does keep it exciting for the kids when, you know, we need to get out and exercise, stretch the legs, let's keep moving, and keep the kids' attention off of the fact that we're just walking around a neighborhood or something that maybe isn't all that exciting, but they can find exciting.
Go find a stop sign.
Pieces within it. We've literally had a stop sign.
So this month on Improve Your Asset, I wanted to talk to you about sort of a at-home business space, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people, the last 2 years of the pandemic, they're working from home. I know that you guys, even before that, had the opportunity to change your basement into a business space. Tell me a little bit about that. What did you learn?
Right, so, you know, we were lucky to even have the space to begin with.
Yep.
With that said, it was a walkout basement that was a family room at the time that we bought our house.
Yep.
And so we decided this room we're going to convert. We're going to turn this into the studio for my wife's business, which she runs makeup and spray tanning out of. But then out of necessity from the pandemic, of course, I needed an office. So we had to figure out a creative way to make this large family room space in the basement work for us. We, you know, built a wall that divided the room in half. And in one half, we've got a guest bedroom. Looks beautiful, it's comfortable for the guests. And then on the other side of that room is my office. Then in the other half of that converted basement is my wife's full studio with a new little kind of half bathroom that we put in there. So, you know, we've made the best use of the space as possible, and we learned that, you know, it's very easy to look at a big space like that and think, oh geez, what are we going to do with this? Either I have to give up the office or you have to give up the business. How are we going to make this work? And really it was as simple as a divider wall with pocket doors that open up to create that open concept space when we need it, or close when we need the privacy that we need. And so effectively, my wife can see clients in her studio at the same time as I'm working in the office on the other side, without impact to each other.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
And you get to be close to each other all day.
Exactly.
It's brilliant.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And you pulled permits, right, Craig?
Of course we did, yeah. No, we had a very good contractor.
I would say that is like one of the top things. We learned from Craig that, you know, sometimes really clear division, spending money where you should, some drywall, some framing, a half bath was worthwhile.
Right.
Those are good lessons. Also, make sure you pull permits. I would say the number one thing I run into with sales is on the back end, we go to sell stuff, the person's like, I did the work myself, you know, I added this bathroom, added these fixtures, never pulled permits.
Right.
So if you're gonna add a business space at home, don't skimp where it matters and pull permits. I hope that was helpful. This is your market update for the city of Portland in February. There are currently 64 properties active on the market. In the last 30 days, 46 have sold with an average sale price of $554,000. They went for an average of 104% of the list price, and they sold with a median 8 days on market. So it is still very much a seller's market in Portland. And also the active listings is a little bit misleading because more than half of those are new construction condo projects. So there's actually not that much available inventory right now. Those projects will not be up for like 6 to 10 months. Not a lot of properties on the market in Portland right now. Hang in there.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe.
See you next month.